This is the 5th day that I'm doing OT. Even on Saturday, Sunday, I have to come back to office, you know. I don't have a life anymore.
You look very tired though.
Yeah, I'm so tired. You know what? I'm going to quit. I want to resign.
Why do you want to resign?
I'm not satisfied with my job.
The company give you all the benefit for you, such as the medical allowance, the 40 days pay leave. Now I'm still considering to get promoted for you. So why do you want to resign?
No, this is not what I want. You don't understand us.
So, what does a millennial employee want in the workforce, and what does a boss think they want?
It has been estimated that 75% of the workplace will be comprised of millennials within the next 5 to 8 years. These are the current challenges faced when hiring millennials. One of the challenges faced when hiring millennials is their career expectations. With the high cost and years of effort that it takes to obtain a degree, millennials are typically unsatisfied with low-paying jobs with little responsibilities. Millennials are ambitious, so that the entry-level position in their field that is slightly above minimum wage is simply not as fulfilling. Many millennials become frustrated with the amount of time it takes to work their way up the ladder to achieve higher pay and greater responsibilities. There are many capable millennials out there that are more than prepared for whatever their field of work may be. The next challenge is millennials are not only concerned about money. Millennials are approaching their careers with a far greater sense of altruism than previous generations. Rather than seeking out an employer who can provide a steady income stream, millennials are seeking out employers who can foster innovation and make positive contribution to the society and the environment. Millennials' motivation comes less in the form of remuneration and more in the form of social and environmental justice. The next challenge is keeping up to millennials harnessing ambition. Millennials tend to be far less patient in their career than baby boomers and Gen X. As such, employers are investing heavily in the need to understand and cater to these behaviors. Today, employers have to be prepared to be interviewed. Job applicants are becoming more and more sophisticated in how they approach interviews. A candidate has the capability to fully research the position, company, and interviewer before even setting foot in the interview room. As such, companies are under increasing pressure to ensure that their reputations are positive and that they are able to publicly demonstrate their productive, equitable, and progressive work environments. Interviewers need to cater to this knowledge and the expectation that the interview is now a two-way street. Finding millennials has also posed as a challenge. They are everywhere, yet filing open positions with the exclusive under 35 demographic can be taxing on the most experienced HR staff. Millennials live in real-time information-rich environment. Hence, companies that lack in social media marketing will fail to recruit millennials.
Millennials are currently the largest generation at work and will reach an estimated 75% of the labor force by 2025. Studies have shown that millennials hold significantly different attitude towards work as compared with other generations, which will necessitate different organizational compensation and benefit practices in order to keep this generation motivated and engaged. There is a consensus by academic scholars on the priority millennials place on leisure and work-life balance. Millennials may in fact work to live rather than live to work. The result of the study infer that millennials employees differ in workplace attitude when compared to their Generation X and baby boomer managers. Millennials were found to rate their personal leisure as being significantly more important than the rankings from previous generations. scoring the highest of the three generations on wanting a job with more than 2 weeks vacation, and lowest of the three generations in willing to work overtime. According to Campion 2015, employed millennials found paid time off and flexible time increase job satisfaction, while excessive work hours, defined as 50 or more, and irregular schedules negatively affect job satisfaction. Furthermore, the positive impact gained through paid time off and flexible time on job satisfaction was not as strong as the negative impact of excessive work hours and irregular schedules had on job satisfaction. Millennials do not appear to value the role of work in their lives, defined as work centrality, as much as previous generation, according to Twang 2013. These differences in work value necessitate the changes in current approaches to compensation and benefit packages that would better align with these changing values.
Let us look into the existing employee and employer point of view.
I would say that the millennials working here, they look for a lot of benefits, they look for a lot of things, but sometimes they don't really deliver up to your expectation. Yeah. I would say that we don't really care where you come from, but when we are actually hiring the millennials or the young people, they would ask, is there accommodation provided? Is there like allowance for food? How many off days do I get? What's the hours I work and what's the pay that I get for? So usually it's like back then when people got a job, they don't care about all this, and as long as you got a job, you got some money to work, they'll still work for it. Now it's like, because the generation changed, as well as the how to say everything's growing, like the technology that's around is so easy, accessible and available. People just like demand for more, that I feel like they are more pampered also now. Yeah. We actually look for the very suitable candidates that would suit us. That's the first thing. Besides that, how to really attract them to stay is to show them that you're willing to share with them your expertise. Because people that come by, they want to learn from you. If they just come here and work for you, but there is no interaction or any growth, I don't think anyone would want to stay there long. Besides that, they ask for like allowance for food, so we actually give them, because we see that it is not a big ask, as well as we also take 2 days off for all of us to take a rest. Yeah.
I think it's the manager that who takes care of the employees, and there is a learning career path that let me do what I like to do. Then that will make me more motivated to come to work every day. I think work-life balance in the F&B industry now, there is not really work-life balance, because in the restaurant where we work at, we always work split shift, so there's always lunch and dinner. So I hope that in the future we can have work-life balance similar to how the office hours are. So we will work the 8 hours, and also we will have 40-hour work week and 2 days off. So I'm willing to stay in the company as long as there is a way for me to improve myself, and every time when I improve, there is a good reward and good recognition. And if if the company don't really offer that sort of stuff, although they offer more monetary rewards, but I think it's more rewarding if they can give us more opportunity to learn. And I will leave a company whenever I feel like I can't learn anything anymore. So that's why I leave.
There are some strategies that can be used in retaining millennial employees. Firstly, career progression is what millennials seek. They want just more than a job, they want a career. A clear path to success is the most effective motivator. Secondly, employers should provide learning and development for employees. According to Kosivi Shi Kaugora 2016, this generation want to be with a company that invests in them and their skills. A good way for company to keep track of the training and development is performance management. A performance management system allows employees to participate in company-wide development programs, hence keeping track of their skills learned during their job. And from there, they will know what type of skills required to pursue to reach their objective. Thirdly, employers should provide employees recognition as needed. According to Paseka 2009, monetary value is not as strong as compared to other generations. Millennials crave recognition in the workplace for their hard work. The recognition should be visible, widespread, received from peers, and in real time. In a nutshell, in order to remain competitiveness in the marketplace, the organization should clearly understand the challenges when hiring millennials and their work motivation. Employees are the organization's key asset. Departure of a fully skilled employee is a major loss to the company. Hence, by understanding the motivation of millennials workers, a company can attract and retain them in the workforce.